good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14. Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll... in it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And
practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Wilson, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go with Lynch right side. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 4th down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Turner. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's Wilson to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 20. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That picks.
Got 16 sitting in the leg. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Knows my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. Switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the... ...23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
In your face.
And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. And that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. There's Garoppolo to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Kendricks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
At their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
50 seconds to Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, you tighten up.
Now it's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Tight, 15, 14.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. On first down, here's Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards, first down Niners. Garoppolo on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Lynch.
Let's go, defense.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A tackle that time by Akala Witherspoon. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Alert, 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 alert.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Yeah, QB's trash. Let's go.
Twist. 21.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Get off the field.
One, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 41 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold with the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
Here we go.
They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 46 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
39-yard line.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 14 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check 21.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right here. Tight right. You got 3 down. 11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 40-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over.
Yeah.
I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We play to win. Let go.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there and drop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Right there, 54. Right
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is caught. That's good for 28 yards. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try to run with Breida. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams close.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run with Elliott. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Gun.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Kill. 47. 54, right there.
Running with Elliott. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now Elliott. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 26. Check, Mike.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
21. Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Here we go.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 27, Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right there, 54 miles. Man out. Sponge.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike's 57's right. Hey, let's get this,
Swerve, hey. Motion. Kill.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Check 90. Hey, kill.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. D Ford. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now again to the big fullback use check. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Check. 61, match box, lights.
They'll run it with Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 47 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Let's go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Like KTD! I got it.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sean Lee. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Austin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason.
Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's the one who got the speed.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. It's caught by Sanders. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he doesn't, it's felt by the rest of the team. And they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Elliott, and he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now we're a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott is going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 41 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing here, Prescott shakes off the sack. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds Austin complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Hey, kill. 50 seconds.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone